Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I want to say, give thanks for today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a little bit cold, but it's a beautiful day. I want to say again, big up to all the Newfoundlander people who in Ontario. Special shout out to three original Newfoundlander who that I know that I work with, and that's Mary, Larry, and Glenn. Original Newfoundlander. They were born in Newfoundland, so that's original Newfoundlander. I'm not talking about Newfoundland where your parents is from Newfoundland and you were born in Ontario. Anyway, came back with another video just to elaborate about my channel name, Jamaican Newfie. If you click on this video, don't go nowhere until you finish watch this video. I'm here. To all subscribers out there, enough love. And to all YouTuber, enough love. Near and far, enough love. Anyway, this name, Jamaican Newfie, when I was thinking about this channel for a long time, I know I want to incorporate everything I do on this channel about my original country, which is Jamaica. As you can see, representing, never stop. Not until I die, I never stop represent Jamaica. And I have to represent Canada because this is my second home away from home. Okay, let me get into it. So I came here almost 21 years ago. I leave my country, Jamaica, and drop in Canada. Was very excited to be in another country. And actually, when I was coming up on the flight, I was like excited, and I came here in May, which is my lucky month. That's my birth month. May always be my lucky month. It's my birth month. Enough respect to the May people out there. And I came here the 10th of May, and my friend that gave me this name, Jamaican Newfie, before I call his name, I want to say enough love to his two sons, Sean and France Jr. So his name is France, because once I said Junior, that is his son. So France Jr. and Sean. So yeah, my friend name is France. He's no longer here with me anymore in flesh, but in spirit, 100%. I can't forget about him. He's a guy who always been nice to me, and one I would say it's not a bad thing, but one bad thing I can say about him, or one thing I can say about him, he's a no nonsense man. No nonsense man. And if you know him, you know he's a no nonsense man. And a lot of people stay away from him when they figure him out. I realize the way he is, because he don't have much filter. And every other sentence sometimes a F-bomb. But it's all good. Anyway, let me get into it. So at my first full-time job in Canada, I met him with another guy from Newfoundland. Big up Dwayne Penny. Dwayne Penny moved back to Newfoundland years ago, but I still remember him. He was a great guy to me too. Get back to France. So France, I didn't have a car and I was taking the bus to work, and France just start giving me a ride. from home to work. And then he asked me a bunch of questions about my background and Jamaican. We um, talk about it. And then he said to me, you think I'm Canadian, right? I'm like, yeah. He said, I have an accent. I'm like, no, I don't hear that. I said, I know you can barely understand me, but I don't hear you have an accent. He said, because you don't know. Anyway, I'm from Austria. So when he said Austria, I'm start thinking, oh, I heard that name before. Where's that place? Is it close to Australia? And I asked him, is it close to Australia? He laughed and said, oh, no, no, no. It's not close to Austria. Austria. Austria is like close to Germany. And he told me he speak German. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's close to German. So as time go by, me and him start talking. I think it was about maybe a month later. He brought me to his house. Well, coming home from work, and he said, "Oh, I want to swing by my house. I want you to meet my wife, because by then he already meet my princess already." So, you know, went to his house, walk inside. He's a man, he can be loud sometimes. He walk in the house and he yell at his wife, and she said, why you coming in making so much noise? And he said to her, I brought a guy here for you to meet. And he always make a funny joke about, black guy. And then he said, oh, it's a black guy. So the wife said, why does it matter if he black or white? So I walk around and she was sitting in the chair. I shook her hand. She said, her name is Jessie. I tell her my name. He said, oh, unusual name. Because, my name is Pat Roy. And, it's a very unusual name because where I'm living right now, I never run into nobody in Canada with that name. Just in Jamaica. And she said, it's an unusual name. And then my friend said, I want to give him another name. So she said, here we go again. Don't give the guy no racist name. My friend said, oh, no, 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 no. And Fran said to her, okay, you're from Newfoundland, he's from Jamaica. I'm going to call him Jamaican Newfie. So now you guys know. That's how I come up with the name. So Jamaican Newfie, it can come off away. As I say, if you go back and watch my previous video, it's a little bit shaky in the background, as in a little bit noisy, but you can hear what I'm saying because I make sure watch it before I put it up, because I make my thing private so I can see what I'm posting before I post it. And if I intend not to post it, I'll post it, because up to today I don't even get into editing yet. Everything is just straight raw. I don't start editing nothing yet, try to figure out nothing yet, because that's a process. And you be a YouTuber, it's a process, but as time goes by, I'll get the hang of it. Anyway, it so happened that he gave me that name, and I didn't know what to take of it at the time. But a couple guys at work still used to call me Jamaican Newfie, especially Robbie. Rob, big up yourself, Rob. Anyway, you're there. And I want to say big up to Justin again, Mary's son. Great guy. And Larry again. Two great guys. What I learn at my work, most of those guys, get me all in the mix. I've been doing woodwork all my life. I've been working in construction all my life. I'm a carpentry by trade. So, I'm into woodworking. I'm not a plumber, so I'm not an electrician. I just good with my hand when it come on to woodworking. So, I learn a lot from all these guys. And also, I want to say, working at my full-time job, I'm still there working after 20 years. I'm still there working after 20 years. I'm still there. And, it's a place I really appreciate. Sometimes you might not like people who you work with, but sometimes, you like the job. So you just tend to don't watch what you don't like, but watch what you like, and make what you like, be the thing that keep you around. Because I see a lot of people comes and go. A lot of people get fired. You know, like right now, actually another guy who I know too, Jack. Big up yourself, Jack. Anywhere you're there, anywhere you are, Jack. Big up yourself. Me have to drop in a little bit of part one, drop in a little bit of, you know, English that people can understand because this not gonna be for only Jamaican. So go back to France. My friend that gave me the name, great guy. I remember specifically one day when he really stand up for me. When it's not like I couldn't stand up for myself, but I gotta keep my composure and keep my cool. And he's not a man for that. Once you disrespect or once you cross certain, you know, part with him when he don't like you, you're gonna know. He gonna let you have it. And I always respect that about him. Me and him have a clash sometimes, but it's all good. Amicable clash, it's all good. So anyway, let me tell you an incident that happened between me and him. So we used to go a lot of places. We used to go to the market. We used to go, you know, to places where he worked because he's a guy who always get part-time jobs after full-time job to frame basement, and I always go with him. Me and him and Robbie used to go when we just start out until me and him start go because Rob have his young kids them and have all the time on the weekends or after work. So we used to travel a lot. We used to go to the States a lot. So one day we went to the States and we never go through Quebec side. We always go through Buffalo side, which Buffalo side is close to us, but it so happened that his wife's son, which is his stepson, living in Quebec, and he went back to Newfoundland and he brought back some catfish. And I think back in the days, as I talk about catfish, Jamaica used to trade catfish for rum. So there's a rum in Newfoundland called Newfie Screech. So his son-in-law went back to Newfoundland and brought down some catfish, and we went to pick it up. And then when we were in Quebec, I can't remember if it was in Cornwall, but I know it was in Quebec. We went to Quebec, and he decided, you know what? We did bring our passport with us. Let's go across the States. He want to pick up a few stuff because the guy who like to buy stuff from the States. It doesn't have to be a lot of stuff, but he like to just drive, and he like driving. So anyway, we went across. We're trying to go across, reach at the border, and the custom officer or the police who in the booth to cross over said, look on our passport and said, why are you guys here? So my friend said, oh, you mean why are we here? We want to go across the States, go buy some stuff. The guy looked at us and said, this is a little bit weird. Anyway, then he said, this border crossing is prone for drug dealers. People always try to bring stuff across this border. This is known for the drug dealers crossing. And I said, okay. I didn't say nothing. My antenna wasn't up. I wasn't thinking about nothing. But my friend, because he's a older guy. That's why I part with older people. They have a lot of knowledge. This guy said, when he said that, I didn't think nothing of it. So my friend looked at me and then the guy said, oh, you're going to pull us into secondary. Secondary is when they don't give you your passport. They want to check out more details about you, what brought you here or whatever. Anyway, we went inside. And when we came out of the car, he showed us where to park. And he was walking in front of us. And my friend said, you don't know what's going on. I'm like, no. And he laughed. I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway, went inside. The guy started telling us a lot of crap about drugs and shit. And then he started to say, you want to search us. Search our wallet, search our phone, search everything. And they were there for like an hour and a half. And this guy still looking us up, doing a lot of stuff. And then he came back and he said, I got a question for you. That was me he's talking. How did you came to Canada? And I'm like, how did I came to Canada? There's two ways I came to Canada. It's two-way. I can come to Canada either by the a ship or by flying on the plane. Oh, that's not what I meant. But what he meant to ask me is who sponsor me. But he didn't ask the question right from first. So he went back and think about and asked me in a different way. Who sponsor you? Or did you come here on a visa or something and you overstay and you end up get your papers? Because back then I have my Canadian passport. So, it wasn't Jamaican passport I'm working with. So, I'm really legit. So, when he said that to me, my friend look at me again away and I tell him, then the guy came back after I walk away with our passport, because he keep going back and forth, leave us sitting down and separate us. And when he separate us, my friend could still hear what he's saying. I separate us and asked me, you're from Jamaica? I said, yeah. He said, where in Jamaica you used to live? I said, I was born in Manchester, but I moved to Kingston for a long time. I said, when I came to Canada, I was living in Kingston for more than, I think I tell him back then, more than 10 years. I can't remember what I said to him, but then the guy said to me, what other name did they call you in Jamaica? Not to picking up where this guy is going with it, because my antenna wasn't up, my signal wasn't picking up where this guy is going with it. But by that time, my friend already picked up what's going on from we were walking inside when he asked me, you know where this is going on, you know what's going on. I have no clue, because I'm not thinking nothing, because they're doing their job. And when you get to this place, those guys have the upper hand. When you go to airport or you go to cross a border or whatever, don't just lose it about anything. Just keep your composure, keep your cool, especially when you know you're legit. There's nothing funny about you. So anyway, when the guy said that to me about another name, my friend walked away from his spot and came over and said, you know what, man, we're done. So the custom officer, the police said to him, what do you mean by we're done? What I can't understand. We're done about what? We want to turn back. We don't want to go to America. We don't need America. We don't need to go here. So I don't remember what he said to my friend France, and my friend lost it and said, I'm done with you. My friend started dropping some F-bomb on him. I'm done with you. I need a supervisor. Supervisor come, we have a conversation with the supervisor, and then finally the supervisor said, okay, you know what, guys, he's doing his job. What he said to you guys, it's a protocol. We always ask people that. So my friend tell him what he asked me, the name. He asked about name, and the supervisor said, what? Okay, you guys can go. Give us our papers. And my friend said, no, we ain't going nowhere. We don't need the states. The states need us. We don't need the states, because we're going there to spend money. So anyway, we decide we're gonna turn around, and it was the way you enter the border. To turn around, you have to drive a little distance to have a way of getting to the other side to go around. So we get back around, and I can never forget that thing about him. He stood up for me that day, and like he lost it. And when he lost it, it's like he's out of breath, and all those things I respect him for. Anyway, it so happened that yesterday, when I was at work taking out my my bag out of my locker, I run into a paper, and I was planning on doing this video today, and I realized when I look in my locker, I realize I see a Gleaner. This Gleaner Kitchener record. This Gleaner Kitchener record. And this is my friend here when he passed away. This is my friend here when he passed away. It was in the record about his death and funeral and stuff. So yeah, so let me go back and read this thing. So he passed away on September 14th, 2022. Oh, let me take this glass off because I can barely see. Oh, now I can see a little bit better. Sun is in my eye. Well, yeah, he passed away September 14, 2022. Yeah, in Kitchener here. Yeah, and his wife Jessie passed away. Um, let me see if I see when she. Oh, she passed. Jessie passed away 2015. So yeah, may God rest his soul, and his wife, and he's still in my heart, and time to time I catch up with his son, his two sons. I spoke to them quite often when I get the chance. Actually, after this video, I'm gonna give them a shout out before I post this video because I want to talk to them about it because out of respect, that's what I'm gonna do. And also in the future when I go to his grave to drop like flowers and stuff, because his birthday was on the 13th and that was the last time I went there and dropped some flowers. And I said next time when I go back, I'm gonna plant some flowers. I'm not gonna drop some flowers there anymore. I'm gonna plant some flowers. I'm gonna make sure say it's not an annual thing. I know probably it's not gonna make it through the winter and come back the next year because the weather is kind of different in Canada here when it comes on to planting stuff outside. But yeah, the next time I visit his grave, hopefully it's not the 13th of May next year again, maybe before that. But I'm gonna talk to his son and probably I can make a video of his graveside, which you know what, I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna just run it by his two sons because enough respect to Sean and France Jr. again. So that's how I come up with the name Jamaican Newfie. And for all the subscribers out there who gonna subscribe to my channel, it's a process and I appreciate it. And like, share, and comment and subscribe. And big up all the YouTubers, one of them who the trendsetter for the YouTube channels. There's a lot of them out there, Probably my next video I big up them. And especially the elder. All the elders them out there on YouTube or YouTuber. Don't watch nothing, just continue to do what you're doing, Always gonna be negative thing, and see some guys out there giving back a lot, and trust me, it look good. It look really good, it look really good, stuff like that need to happen, when you have something going on for you and you have to help out the less fortunate. Because I was watching one time a YouTuber in, I think it's called Yobohansi, that's in Africa. Just like I watch a lot of YouTubers. That place in Africa is like a YouTuber vineyard. When I say vineyard, like a wine vineyard, every corner. And big up to the man who trend set it. Not gonna touch on his name now because I'm gonna run a video, as I said, and all of the YouTubers them who me admire, and I see some things happen to some of the YouTubers them who I admire a lot, and they still stay on their path and they still stay strong. Because you have to stay focused, You have to stay focused. You have to stay focused because I'm a very sensitive guy sometimes. They say man don't cry, but sometimes you have to go in a corner and when things hit you, shed a bit of tears because nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. But until next time, I have another video I'm gonna drop. I already have it ready to go, but this one gotta drop before that one. That's why I didn't drop that one, because I promised I was gonna talk about my channel name, because I don't want my channel name to come off in no form of way to hurt anybody's feelings, because we live in our society these days which you can come off the wrong way or people can rub you the wrong way. Who is this guy calling himself Jamaican Newfie? Not to know it was a person gave me that name as a nickname or as a name just not to just to for a joke, just for a joke, you know. So yeah, until next time, as I said before, I'm over and out. I'll be dropping another video sometime soon. Maybe not tonight, but because this one will be dropping tonight, but tomorrow I'll drop another video. Bless up to everybody out there. Until next time.